Hey guys, welcome back to another video by Bros Behind the Keyboard. So for today's video, we are going to be making a program which will keep notifying your desktop every hour for the latest news. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new file in Sublime Text and just let me save this thing first. So I'll save it, then I'll go to where I store my code, go here, general, and here I will just let me create a new file, new folder, and I will call this Desktop News. Now inside this I will create a main script and I will name it main.py. Now when I save it, it should be a Python file as you can see here. So alright, let's begin. So for this program, what you need to do is you need to have certain packages installed. So let me just name the packages here. The first package is called Beautiful Soup 4 and you'll just install it by writing pip install bs4. Then you'll have to install url lib3 and you also need to install plier. And the fourth thing you need to install is lxml. So when you're done with these, you can come back here and we will say, actually here we will start importing all the packages. So we'll say from bs4 import and we'll say beautiful soup. Then we'll say from url lib3 dot request. Actually just let me go here and I'll say url3 dot request import and we'll say url open. Then we need to say from plier import and here we'll again say notification without the capital N though. And then we will say, now the remaining packages are already pre-installed with Python, so we'll say import os, import time, and from shutile import copy file. Now if you don't actually I will show you the use of this later in the program. So what I'll do here is I'll just come here and I will say user is equal to os dot get login. Now what this does is it basically gets the name of the user, and here we will say, actually this is also not required, we can use this later. Here I'll say url is equal to, and I'll just type in the address here, https:// and we will say news.google.com/com/news/rss. Now basically what this is, it's a kind of API, a news API by Google. So when I click here, as you can see, I've already opened this here, and when I'll wait for it to load, so just let me go back and press enter. Now as you can see, what happens is there is all the news. If you can read it, see, center calls 3 cops responsible for whatever. So stuff like that basically is in this website. Then we will say something like client is equal to URL open, and we will give it the URL. Then we go here, and as you could read in the website, all of the data was in XML format. So what we will do is we will say XML is equal to client dot read, so that it can easily understand what it is. And actually, just let me make this XML data so that we don't confuse it, so that we don't confuse the system. And we will close the client. We'll say client dot close. Okay, now what we do here is we will activate the beautiful soup module, and we will say soup is equal to beautiful soup, and we will give it 2 inputs. The first thing is the XML data, and we will give it the format which it needs to read in. So we will say XML. Okay, when we do this, what we need to do is we need to create a news list, and we'll say is equal to soup dot find all, and here we will give it the configuration of item, because everything in that website was, any news in that website was in an item. So that's what we will do. Then we will go down here and we will say news list is equal to news list, and we will give it the not the inputs, but we will just manipulate it by saying 0 to 5, so that it goes from the first one to the fourth, 0th title to the 4th title, and gives us a news. So now what we need to do is we need to create a for loop, and we'll say for news in news list, we will come down here and we will say notification dot notify, and we will give it the following inputs. The first thing we need to give it is the title, and we'll say title is equal to daily news. Then we'll give it the input, the message what we want. So we will say message is equal to, we will give it as an instance, and we'll say news dot title dot text, and then we will say plus, here we will open quotes and we will say slash n, and we'll say slash n, then we'll say publish on, and again we will give put a plus here. Okay, no, we need to close it first, and I'll put a plus here, and I will say news dot update. So it gives us the published date and in text format. After this is done, we need to give it a third input, and we'll say timeout, which means that it will remain on the screen visible for the number of seconds which we input. So suppose I say 10 seconds, so it will stay on the screen for 10 seconds. Okay, this is done, and we can okay, when this is done, I'll just backspace it here, and then I'll say time dot sleep, and I will give it the input 3600, which means that it will sleep for, it will wait for 3600 seconds to repeat this whole thing again, which means that it will give us notifications after an hour. Now when I click save, okay, the first thing I need to do is I need to open my terminal, and here I will just open command prompt, and I will say cd, and I'll open braces, and I'll say c slash code slash general. Now you just type in whatever your path is. Actually, just let me go back here, and I will say python slash general slash, and I will say desktop news. Then I will say main. Actually, no need for this. And when I click enter, okay, now as you can see, it has entered this thing. And now what I will do here is I will run the program. So I will say py main.py. So now as you can see, it should run, but we are getting a message. We are getting an error. So what the thing we should do is title daily news. Oh, okay, so we need to put commas here. So what we will do here is we will put a comma here, and we will put a comma here. Okay, now we should save it again, and open command prompt, and I will run it again. So now as you can see, it is okay. Another mistake is port URL open. Okay, so what we need to do is, here we need to go and we need to correct this, and we'll just save it. We just need to backspace S, and I will go here again, and I will run this, see what happens this time. This should run without any errors. Okay, as you can see, I get this news alert, and it should successfully disappear after 10 seconds. Okay, so it's gone. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoy more amazing content like this, please subscribe to our channel Bros Behind the Keyboard. And also you should put down in the comments what we should do for our next video. So that's it guys, and I will see you in the next one.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.